My name is Jake Ebele. I'm the founder, chief executive officer of TAF Africa. TAF Africa, we envision the inclusion of persons with disability in all spheres, while we empower them to participate in the electoral process and for them to also be integrated in all spheres of the society.
The All Right Foundation, established in 2006, is a champion of disability inclusion, striving to promote and ensure the full integration of people with disabilities into society.
What inspired me to start the organization? One, I wanted to end the discrimination. I made up my mind that I'm not going to be alive to see this present generation and the next generation go through what I have gone through. That's my inspiration. But ultimately and boldly, I'm a person of faith. I will tell you that God told me to start what I'm starting, what I'm running. And that's the reason why it has been sustainable for the past 20 years.
One of the inspirations behind the establishment of this non-governmental organization was to put an end to the discrimination faced by people with albinism in society, including in schools, homes, workplaces, and even places of worship.
Discrimination came even in school, and sometimes before I started working with the foundation, I also faced discrimination at the workplace. And I might not give the detail, but it happened.
I started facing discrimination from maybe the very day I knew that I was born. And even till this day, there is overt and covert discrimination. Overt, the one that people openly discriminate you. The covert is the one that they will subtly, conservatively discriminate you. They don't want to openly say they don't like you or they don't recognize you, but they will, and all that. Passively, they do that. So there is discrimination, whether it's at the workplace, whether it's in church and mosque, whether it's in the market, whether it's in social parties, whether it's in employment. There is huge monster of discrimination, and that's one of our projects that speaks to zero discrimination at all levels.
Albinism is not a cause, neither a disease. When you see yourself as a person with albinism, you have to see yourself as a great person. You don't look down on yourself, and you don't feel inferior of yourself. And for persons with albinism, again, what I will have to say is always protect yourself. Wear protective clothes, use your sunscreen. Don't go out when the sun is too harsh, and if you must go out, you have to protect yourself. Wear a protective cloth. And again, I will have to say this to parents of persons with albinism. Discrimination always starts from home. You as a parent, how do you treat your child? When you discriminate your child, like you look down on your child, you see your child like she or he has nothing to offer.
There's a saying that he who wears the shoe knows how much it pinch and hurts. So it's and you're not alone. There are a lot of people who feel, there's nothing, there's no discrimination, okay, and all that. Thank God for such civility. You're civil-minded, you're open and all that, but don't generalize to think that others are like that. There's a huge monster of discrimination that goes on, and I think I try to explain it that some of them are open, some of them are hidden. So there is discrimination even in the relational field that you talked about in marriages. I can tell you how many marriages that have been raped as a result of the fact that the spouses cannot stand the pressure of the society.
There is an African myth that the bodies of albinos bring wealth, power, or good luck in witchcraft practices. Mary commented on this.
For me, I feel that's not true. Like, I'm not saying that's not true that they don't use persons with albinism. I just feel like persons with albinism does not have any special power, or when you use persons with albinism to do any ritual, you start making money. For me, that's not true.
Challenges are enormous, but they are not insurmountable. We face a lot of challenges. Challenges of people believing that they are even an issue. Challenges of the people that you're trying to intervene for believing that you should intervene for them. Challenges of government listening to you. Challenges of you being given the opportunity that you deserve. You know, funding challenges, skill challenges. The challenges of funding to retain the kind of skills that I have is there. The challenges of finding grants and getting grants is there. The challenges of government listening to you and supporting you is there, you know. So the challenges are enormous, but those challenges propel me to do what I do and to advance. Sometimes I fail, most times I succeed. In the past 4 years, I've been deliberate in employing younger generation. So I have very young individuals across board that I'm preparing to hand over to. And so there is a transition in place, and at the appropriate time I'll bow out and allow younger people to continue with the organization. You know, I think with that said, I would like to end on this note for everyone watching. I just want to remind you that the day you were born, you cried, and everybody around you rejoiced. Live your life so well that the day you die, you will rejoice, and everyone around you will cry. That's a life of contribution. Whose life have you impacted? Whose life have you changed? That's what you will be remembered for the day you die.